Ah, yes, the Olympics. A sports competition unlike any other. There's sports for all sorts of seasons summer, winter. I don't know if they have spring or fall Olympics, but I just know those two exist. And with everything that's going on in the world right now, I think the Olympics is just what people need, some distractions to take their mind off of everything crazy that's been going on these last few months. And we're only in February of 2026. Like, the year just started, and we're already dealing with some major shit. But I am glad to say that the Olympics have taken, some of the weight off of that for people who at least care about the Olympics in any way, shape, or form, which I don't usually tune into the Winter Olympics. Once in a while, maybe if it's the only thing to watch, then yeah, I'll tune in. But it's not really my main squeeze. If it comes to the Olympics, I'd rather much watch like the Summer Olympics or something like that. The Olympics, it's a great distraction. And those are some of the world's greatest athletes right there, going at it for hopes in winning the gold medal. And man, oh man, geez. Well, we've certainly got a person to talk about, and unfortunately, he didn't win the gold medal. He won bronze, and he also publicly admitted he cheated on his girlfriend. Yeah, that's a little weird to me, I've got to say. I don't understand where he thought that would come from, especially because he just blurted it out like, oh yeah, I cheated on my girlfriend, blah, 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 blah. I just, I find it hard to see where that correlates to anything involving the Olympics or his, like, athletic journey. So, yeah, I guess we're both learning about it now. So this guy, his name is Sturla Holm Liegrid. Apparently, he cheated on his ex-girlfriend, like I said before, and admitted to her about a week ago. And he came clean with it right out. It was one solid motion, like a band-aid, just right off. And, obviously he's been going through it. Do I really feel bad for him? No, not really, considering he did just come in third place in a very major competition. I'd say other than the fact that he cheated on his girlfriend and admitted to it, his life is going pretty good. Like, I'm really thinking he has nothing really to complain about. Like, he's an Olympic athlete. I'm sure he won't find any trouble finding another girl that will date him. But still, it is an emotional mess, and I do feel bad for him in a way because he said that he lost the love of his life. He said, in quotes, that he had the gold medal when it came to her and instead settled for a literal bronze medal here at the Winter Olympics. And he confessed that it was a while ago. It was a couple of months ago that he cheated, and ever since then, he said it was the worst week of his life, and then he competed and, got third. Who knows? Maybe the weight dragging him down was keeping him from first place. Who knows? But, yeah, it's kind of a weird situation for him, and the fact that he publicly admitted to it on live television in front of millions of people. I'm sure even his friends and family were watching this, and he admitted it to everybody. So I'm thinking family dinner may be a bit awkward next time he comes around. But yeah, I just find it such a strange situation. Like, I understand if you did it and you want to, come clean about it, but why would you do that?
Sturla Holm Liegrid's professional life is going far better than his romantic life. After the Olympian earned the bronze medal in the men's 20K biathlon at the 2026 Milano Cortina Games, he broke down in tears as he apologized to a woman in his life. Speaking with Norway's NRK, Sturla said in an interview which has now been translated to English, "There is someone I wanted to share this with who might not be watching today. 6 months ago, I met the love of my life, the most beautiful and kindest person in the world. 3 months ago, I made the biggest mistake of my life and was unfaithful." Although he did not name the woman, the athlete broke down in tears, confessing he had informed her of this infidelity about a week ago, adding, "This has been the worst week of his life." He says, "I had the gold medal in life, and I'm sure there are people who will see things differently, but I only have eyes for her. Sport has come second these last few days. I wish I could share this with her." He says while he did something stupid, you have to admit when you do something you can't stand for and hurt someone you love so much.
And you saw it right there. He broke down in that interview, gave it, and, it was translated into English, and you heard it right there. And, like, this is sad and everything, but, I still have to make fun of him because This is a publicity stunt. It's wild, it's crazy, and I personally wouldn't have the balls to do that, but he clearly did. I mean, imagine, he's an Olympian athlete, so, he has the balls for some stuff. But seriously, though, I have to make fun of him, because this is just ridiculous. Like, if you met the love of your life, why would you, knowing she's the love of your life, 3 months in, cheat on her? That doesn't make sense, brother. It doesn't compute in my brain. Like, I'm trying to process this information, and your own words, spoken to that, reporter and whatnot, you said that, and yet you treat her like she's not the love of your life. See, I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, yeah, you were stupid, and I'm glad that you're calling yourself out on your mistakes now, but it's way too late. And why would you do this at all in the first place if you knew she was the real deal? Because no smart person, at least, if knowing that they had the absolute gold medal, in his words, in the palm of their hands, right there in front of them, that it doesn't make sense why they do something so stupid and reckless to give it away. Because it's done. It's over. You're finished, dude. It's time to wrap it up, Unc. Because, life has other plans for you. And, I'm glad he's coming clean with it. I really am. There's some level of respect to that. But I feel like this has been more of a clout grab than an actual confession. But then again, I feel like not, because he's intentionally humiliating himself on live television for it. I'm not really sure. Maybe he really is just trying to come clean, and, formulating these theories about him just isn't the right way to go for me. But it just seems a little suspicious that a guy as famous as he is, I guess, in the Olympic world, would do this for other reasons other than a quick, clout grab. Because, the more famous you are, the more brand deals you have, endorsements, sponsors, whatnot. But again, I doubt this behavior will give him any sponsors at all. So yeah, there's probably that. But, there's one more interview he had where he spoke actual English to the reporters. So I'll play that right now.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the right choice or not. But it was the choice I made. We make different choices during our life, and that's how you make life, basically. So today I made the choice to tell the world what I did. So maybe there's a chance that she will see what she really means to me, and maybe not. But I don't want to think I didn't try everything to get her back. So
yeah, sorry to say this, man, but I think you showed everything you needed to show. I think you really, showed us how you feel about her by cheating in the first place. Clearly you don't value her as much as you think, and now that she's gone, you're finally realizing how much she actually meant, because no one ever realizes how good something is until it's gone. That's the saying, and that's the truth. So I think right now you're having just these bad feelings about what you've done. And it is terrible what you've done. It sucks. You suck right now. But, eventually the world will forget, and you can forgive. And I'm sure she will forgive you at some point, if not already. So all you can do now is heal. Make amends for your past mistakes and continue going. Because now nobody's going to look at you in the same way anymore. Your own family won't look at you that way anymore. You're an Olympic athlete, but like a lot of important people out there, there's always some sort of dirt or scandal surrounding them. But this is a minimal scandal. Yeah, it is bad, but this, compared to a lot of other people who are in some very deep shit, this is minimal. This is not illegal. It's not, back-breakingly bad. It's not, worth killing yourself over. I really don't think you should do that. That's not cool. But, it can be fixed, it can be amended, and it will get better. So just know that, and take heart, just do better in the future, and I'm sure you'll get back on track. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching and listening, and I'll catch you in the next one.